The only time I ever remember coming here, I was, I think, about 15, and it was explained to me that I was being brought as sort of an experiment to see whether my mother recognised me. Doctor then sort of escorted me down what to me in memory was a very long corridor. There seemed to be sort of shafts of sunlight coming in. I got that memory. And eventually I got to, I think it was like a little alcove or something. This lady was sitting in a chair there, and he said, "This is your mother." Not at any stage did she register any recognition of me whatsoever. And the only line, this bizarre line, I just remember her saying at some point, I don't know why it cropped up, she said, "Television is dead bodies and cardboard." The bit though, Margie, which I had to say is still shrouded in total mystery to me, is how she ended up in Barnsley Hall.
That was your grandmother's doing. Because
well, but how did it happen? What had she done?
Because your grandmother was nagging at her, and Lillian was brushing the hearth, you know, it was a coal fire in those days, and she had a hand brush and the dustpan, and she was, you know, shut up or else kind of thing.
Yes.
And your grandmother, she didn't hit her, but your grandmother told your dad.
And he, what, called the doctor in or somebody and said,
yes,
this woman's getting violent?
No, well, she became hysterical because of your grandmother. Because she was always there as your grandmother. That was the trouble.
I know. How old was Mum when she had me? It was only 41.
Lillian had a miscarriage, first of all, at about 5 to 7 months.
Which is pretty horrendous, to say the least.
And then she had a second child. Then the second one died, it was a girl, after 5 days. 5 days old? Your grandmother wouldn't let your mother go upstairs when this little baby was crying. And she did go upstairs eventually, and she died on her own vomit. That was 2 babies that had gone. So when you arrived, Bill, you were spoilt to the extent that Lillian used to go every night and sleep until you went to sleep.
She must have been very scared.
She was scared of your grandmother. Yes, in case she lost you, you see.
Right, yeah. I mean, this is unbelievable stuff. She must have been so, I guess the word, traumatised or whatever, to go from, you know, in 3 consecutive years.
And have your grandmother there all the time.
The other thing, she was actually living and continued to have to live and had the prospect of always having to live with my granny, who in a way she could actually think that woman killed my baby. Now this is quite a moment really. My mum had a baby the year before I was born. Would have been my sister. Was my sister, I suppose. No, I wasn't born, was I? And the baby died at about 5 or 10 days old. 5 days. 21st of January 1940. Oh my Lord. Oh wow. I'll have to question this one. So name and surname. Oh, that was her name. This is really, I don't know. Name of the deceased in this case, Margaret Jean Oddie. Female, 5 days, daughter of Harry Oddie. Do we even mention the mother? Not like it. Why do they just put the father? You know, it's like the mother, a baby factory. Oh, sorry, that one didn't make it. Have another. This is very unreal and very sad, obviously. You just say those words, daughter of Harry Oddie. And having a name. Female, 5 days. Just imagine what that must have done to
I've
her.
always wanted to ask whether your second toe is longer than your big toe, because my second toe is longer than my big toe, as was my father's, and I wondered if this is linked.
So that lump sticking out, that's not your...
That's the second toe.
Oh, it's enormous. Oh, well, it is, just. It is just. So, all you folks watching, I'd like you to get shoes and socks off, and if your toe here is slightly longer than your thumb, we're related. This journey has been a real lifesaver, because one thing this is completely confirmed is that my mother was in no way negligent or anything like that, or incompetent. She was she was immensely unlucky in things that happened to her. But I can really say, you know, I'm really sorry, Mum. I'm really sorry what happened, and I wish I'd known her better, and I wish she'd known me, and I wish she'd had a better life and everything else. And I wish I could have done anything about it. That's sad. That's sad.